Hello, in this session I am now just going to show you how to share your projects for me to review. It is not only for me to review, it is also for you to share your projects tomorrow in your profile, so that others will know what is your capabilities. And for this, the platform that we are now going to use is Git. Git is used by developers and basically it is called as a version control software. To tell you very briefly, say for example you have a project, you are working on a file, and especially in software development, one person is not going to build the app. There will be some 10-20 teams working on one single file, and how are they going to save it, how are they are going. So here they make use of a platform like Git, where they are going to use something called as the version control, where every changes when you make it will be recorded, and if some change has to be removed, you can go back in history and you can recover it. And we are not going to go into these details as of now, but we are going to use Git only to store your project files and share it online. So for this purpose, the very first job you have to do is you have to have a Git account. So for this, what now I am going to show you is you go to your browser. So now come to your browser, and in the browser just type github.com. So if you type github.com, it will take you to this GitHub page, and in the GitHub page the very first thing you have to do is you should have an account. So for this purpose here, if you already have an account, you can click on sign in, but to start with a new account, click on sign up. So when you click on sign up, this is the sign up page you are going to see, and you have to first enter your email. Say for example, I am going to enter an email, and then click on continue, and it will ask you to create a password. Now I am going to click continue, and then it is asking me to enter an username. So I will enter an username, and after I enter the username, I am going to click continue, and it is asking you whether you want to receive product update. You can type yes or no. I will type Y and I will click continue, and then it will ask for a puzzle. You can click on start puzzle. It is asking me pick a photograph which has two identical objects. I am going to choose it, and one more time it is going to use. I am going to choose this. So now the account is verified. I will click create account. Now what happens is, when I click on create account, it would have sent a mail to my email ID. So now what I have to do is I have to go and open my email, and it is showing me the number 9700724. So I have to enter this number over here, 9700724. So once I enter this, it is going to ask me how many team members. I can just mention student or teacher something, and I can just put some team number, and I will click continue, and it asks for some details. You just click on continue, and you are now you can click on continue for free, and you have now entered into the world of GitHub. So with the dashboard initialized, now here we are going to save our project. Okay, now your GitHub account is ready. Now let us see how you can transfer your files and store it as a repository on GitHub, and how to share it. So for this, to make your work easier to upload, we have two softwares. One is the Git, which uses the command line interface, and another is GitHub Desktop. So right now let us start with GitHub Desktop, and in the next classes when we start using Visual Studio Code, I am going to show you about the Git software. So for this, now come back to your browser. Now in the browser type GitHub Desktop. So when you type GitHub Desktop, and the very first link you are seeing here, this is the GitHub Desktop. You can just click on this link, and you have this download for Windows option here. I will just click on this and wait till the software gets downloaded. So once it is downloaded, you can go to your browser. You have this GitHub desktop.exe file downloaded. Double click to open it. So now this is going to install GitHub on your machine. So see, it is going to get installed. So this is the first screen you are going to see when GitHub is launched. When you are launching, if it asks you to sign in, you can sign it, or if you have cancelled it, this is the first screen you see. What you have to first do is go to file and you click on options, and you have accounts here. So, first thing is you sign in into your GitHub account. So, for this in GitHub account click on sign in, and it will ask you to continue to your browser. When you click it, it is going to ask for an authorization. Once you log in into your account, it will ask for authorization account. So, I have already logged into my account here. So, click on authorize desktop and click on open github.exe. So, automatically you will be welcomed with this screen. Now, come back to options here. Now, you have your GitHub account logged in here, and you have one Git settings here. So, your name is Shalavatsa Satvik, and this email will be the, you have two emails here. Either you can use this email, or there is one more email provided by github.com. Okay. So, you can configure what is the name and what is the email. This will be publicly viewed. So, I am going to choose the branch as main and click save. So, after this, now we are going to start creating the repository. Now, here let us start with a new repository. So, now I will go to file and choose new repository, and I am going to give this the name as film quiz, and in the description I will write a short description. AR film quiz developed using that is, we have developed it using Spark AR Studio. So, and then give the local path, and in the local path I am going to choose the folder where I have kept all my film quiz project files. So, I am going to select that folder. I will click select folder. You can git ignore and license, leave it as it is. You have one option here, initialize the repository with a readme. I will click this, so that you will have a readme file, so that the user, anyone who visits your GitHub site will know what actually that project is. Okay. And then click on create repository. So, when I click on create repository, a repository has been created, film quiz. So, now if you come to your folder, you have a folder called film quiz created. See, it has created one film quiz folder. Now, what I have to do is, I will select this block, texture and this file, all the files in this folder, and drag it into this film quiz folder. So, I have put all the file inside this film quiz folder. So, after adding this to the film quiz folder, I will come over here. So, as soon as I come here, you can see the changes that has taken place. That is, these were the files that were added to my film quiz repository. Okay, all these files were added. Now, in the summary, I will mention first commit. So, you can write anything and click on commit to main. You can even click on show in Explorer to see it in your Explorer. So, now in this film quiz, it has created some additional folders, like you have a .git folder and .git attributes. Okay, leave it as it is. Now, the next thing is, you can click on publish repository. Now, click on publish repository and give it the, you maintain the same names and click on publish repository. Now, what happens is, all the files that were in that folder will get transferred to your repository online. Say for example, now if I come to your online repository, and I will just come to GitHub, and once I log in here, you can see that they have logged in into my account, and if I come here to home, and if you see here, you have a Shalavatsa film quiz repository, and if I click on a Shalavatsa film quiz, all the files are present over here, you can see, and you have the readme file here. I can just click here on the readme, and here I can actually write a short note on this project. I want you to write a short note on history of cinema, then and you can click commit changes, and then click on commit changes. So, now this has been saved. Now, the thing now is, if you want to share this with anyone, now come to film quiz here, and in code here you have one option here, you have this address. Okay, you can just copy this address and share it with anyone, and anyone can come here and have this file, and if I want, I can download this as a zip file and I can check it. So, what I want you to do is, I want you to share this link to me, and this link, using this link, I am going to actually preview it, and in future in your profiles you can give this link as a repository in your profile. So, now your code is on GitHub. So, this job has been done. So, this is the way we are going to create repository. So, your first project repository is there. You can come here and you can copy this code and you just send this code to me as an email or through WhatsApp with your register, that is your ID number. Okay. So, with this you have now understood how to send your files from your local machine to the repository. And from the next session, as we keep on doing our projects, every project I want you to be to upload it to the repository and share the link. So, with this session is complete and your first project is fully complete. Now, we are going to work on the second project, which is a game that we are going to develop on AR. Thank you.